ma'am. Good day. I'm Ronilyn Alvarez Limon from BSSW3B. This is my final integration in social administration in your subject. So, we will start. First is overview the organization. Her organization is Department of Social Welfare Development and Municipality of Nara, Palawan. Her background information, she told me if possible not to mention her name, so I will not mention her name in this activity. She is 35 years old and she is a social worker in Department of Social Welfare Development Agency. She had 12 years in her works. She stayed in her works because she loved it is and to provide the daily needs of her children and also to help the people that who needs help of social welfare in our society. Okay, we will proceed to the encountered issues by the social worker. She encountered the issue of child abuse. She had a little boy client before. The little boy had experiencing violence by his stepfather in their barangay. Every time the social worker passes by the child house, he always noticed that the old man is always pinching the child's ears and is always yelling at him. One day, the social worker talked to the child's stepfather. He introduced himself as a social worker and talked to him about the man's abuse of his stepson. This convinced the man that, if possible, don't treat the child wrongly. But one day, she found out that the old man was hurting his stepson again. The social worker did was he talked to the boy's stepfather again. But that time, the man got angry and told him not to interfere with their father and son. The social worker was hurt her feelings by the old man verbally, so the social worker left the old man's house. The social worker said that he was just doing his job and to protect the child from his abusive stepfather. The social worker presented that issue to other fellow social worker and their office. A few days later, the social worker found out that the father and son no longer live in their house and they don't know where they have moved to. The proposal in this activity, being social worker, we need to do our work. We give our best to do better our work. In case of social worker that I interviewed, I see that she gave her best to fulfill her duty to help her fellow human beings. But we found out that the father and son left the house they live in and the social worker no longer knows the house the father and son moved to. We will proceed to the summary and lesson. Next time the social worker meets, she must bring her colleagues with her to talk to their clients so that their client can better understand what they are saying. We should not discourage from doing our job because our goal as social worker is to help people who need our help. We need to do our best to work better and to help every people in our society that experiencing of violence and etc. This is my all final integration in social administration and hope you understand and you like it. Again, I'm Ronilyn Alvarez Limon from BSSW3B.